President Biden has issued 56 executive orders as of February 24th. So how does that look by comparison? Even looking back at both Trump and Obama, their executive orders in the same time frame was around 15 or less.
This is why I keep her on my crack research staff here. She's got a working computer, unlike me, although mine sort of works. It is plugged in, so hopefully it doesn't just start going off like it does sometimes. And, one of those executive orders that we just saw last week was to bomb Syria yet again. Now, it seems like it was a fairly limited engagement, although there's a British human rights organization that says 22 people were killed in the airstrikes, which apparently centered around some allegedly movement of some weapons from Iraq into Syria. But here we are again, the third successive president. We had Obama, we had Trump, and now we've got Biden. Everybody's bombing Syria. In a way, I kind of feel bad for Syria. Poor Syria. Now, I'm no peacenik, as they call it, although I am generally against the concept of war. I think war is to be avoided except in absolute necessity. Now, what's interesting about this, though, is this an act of war? Is bombing another country an act of war? I mean, I don't know, definitionally. I guess we're changing all the definitions of words now, so maybe it's not anymore. Maybe it's not an act of war anymore. But I think traditionally you would have to agree that bombing another country is an act of war. And what does an act of war require? Oh, it requires congressional legislation. It requires a declaration of war by Congress. But now for the third president in a row, we've just said, all those written rules, I mean, they're stifling us. We don't want to live by that. We're just going to do what we want to do. And Biden did just what he wanted to do. He ordered a bombing, didn't even notify Congress. Remember what a big deal that was? If President Trump would do anything at all, if he would go to use the restroom in the morning and not notify Congress, they would say, oh, my God, you can't do that. You can't. You have to notify us. And here we go. President Biden bombing Syria, no declaration of war by Congress, not even the courtesy of a notice to Congress.
And nobody says anything.
What do you hear, Pat George? Crickets.
Nothing.
Absolutely crickets. Thank you for listening to the Morgan Streetman Show. We hope you enjoyed what you heard, and if you did, please click like and subscribe to help us out. And remember that we recommend that you exercise your brain at least once a week.